What's up, guys? How are you? You already know what it is. Check this shit out right here, Pop. You're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. I had to start this bitch over so you can see the fuckery going on in here.
Start budgeting for free today.
So I recently got engaged. My fiance and I are both 36 years old. We're looking to start a Brady Bunch. We've got 5 kids between 10 and 12 between us.
Oh, wow.
the
Between
reason
10 and, wait, between 10 and 12? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I have twin sons who are 11, and she has a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, and 12-year-old.
Oh, my
wow,
gosh.
wow.
That's going to be a house full. That's fun. So great.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Yep. So the reason I'm calling is because we have a pretty large difference in assets, and I think based on your advice, the advice would be that we should get a prenup. So I have roughly $12 million, and she has roughly $50,000. And so we started the process of looking into a prenup, and it's been an emotional one, and I totally understand why. And I think especially, like, we went through a questionnaire talking together about it, but then when we got the first draft back from my lawyer, that's when she's really not been feeling good about it. And I understand the concern. So, I mean, she feels like...
So they looked at the draft or whatever. She saw that shit. Of course, man, you can't compare. This nigga got 12 mil. Where you comparing, man? You don't got shit. You don't got shit. You got 3 motherfucking crumb snatchers with you. Right? You're 36 old. Your mom will say you're 40. You're approaching your 40s. 3 kids, divorcee, and you only got 50 racks. This nigga, he's got 2 kids. He's fucking $12 million. And his net worth is going up. So yeah, you're not bringing shit to the table, but baggage. So let's see how this is going to go.
I wouldn't be fully entering the marriage in the same way that she is, because it feels like I'm holding assets like separately off to the side. And I'm sensitive to that, and especially in some of the context.
Like he's holding assets to the side, right? Okay.
Of her former relationship. And so I'm just looking for maybe more clarity and like what you guys would recommend.
Oh, man, this is a hard one because I think it is a wise decision to do one. And I say that even more. I have a friend who's going through not a great situation, and she came in with a lot more. And now he's just, it's just messy.
All right. Now, keep in mind, I want you to remember that she got a friend going through the same thing that had some bread. Female, right? So let's see the advice she gives the man in that same situation.
It's messy. And there's a level, again, you're hoping and praying, obviously, that this is the one and that it's going to last a lifetime. Mm-hmm. But as you guys have experienced, there is a reality to all of this. And whenever any of us get married, right, I think there is like this, like, okay, I'm choosing you for a reason and for a lifetime, but we also don't live under a rock.
Whoa.
I'm choosing you for a reason and for a lifetime, but married, right, I think there is like this, like, okay, I'm choosing you for a reason and for a lifetime, but
I'm choosing you for a reason. What do you think this motherfucking reason is? Let's break this down real quick. At 36 years old, this guy has 2 kids and $12 million, and he's got assets. He's not marrying for money, is he? No. He's not marrying for money. He's more than likely marrying for love, companionship, steady sex, and emotional mental support. She's 36, 3 kids, $50,000, no assets. So she's probably marrying for more than love and sex, right? Yeah, this is kind of like a desperation marriage, actually, right?
But we also don't live under a rock and know that things change in life and situations come up. And unfortunately, some really hard things happen and causes marriages to break up, right? To enter into divorce. And we don't want that. So what were the I'm curious, what were the parts of it that was making her, because you guys went through a questionnaire together and it didn't sound like the questionnaire brought up a lot of red flags, but when she was actually like reading it, does she feel like she won't be taken care of if something happens, or like what's that underlying?
That's a concern.
Taken care of. Taken care of. No. Will he be taken care of? Will she be ordered by the court to go by his place 2-3 times a week and help him bust a nut? Cook a meal, clean his bath. Like is she gonna be ordered to take care of him just in case something goes wrong? No. But the judge is gonna order that his fucking finances go over there and take care of her ass, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And I think especially like, her kids as well too. And it's something that,
Her kids as well. Hold up. We got to add that to the motherfucker list. Wow.
I want to address, and I think we could address like in a will or like some other document or method after we get married. And it's something that I want to do. Like I absolutely would want her and her kids to be taken care of too if something, didn't happen to us. I think it also, it feels very condescending to her that like that either she, and I don't see it being a problem for.
This guy can't spit it out, man. Yeah, pause. This guy's just fucking fumbling over his words. He's nervous. Like, is she next to you, my guy?
Yes. I think it also, it feels very condescending to her that like that either she, and I don't see it being a problem for her at all.
What?
Like my goal in this, and I think that's what your advice is that in our case, that I know is rare, it would help protect our marriage. And that's what I want to do.
What? Did you understand all of that bumblefuck he just said? Did you see how nervous he is? What's your fucking balls, bro? This bitch got a lot of shit that she want from you. And there's more. That's not it. There's more. Hold on, man.
But I totally understand that she feels it's condescending, like to her, maybe her and her family and her friends, that they might be a problem, and that we would need this to like protect against them.
Can I ask?
Her friends and her family might be a problem, and we need this to protect against them. Is that what he said?
Condescending, like to her, maybe her and her family and her friends, that they might be a problem, and that we would need this to like protect against them.
What the fuck? Bro, this whole shit is a red flag, bro. Why are you fiending to get married, dog? This is you, this is, you feel doing this dumb shit is gonna make your life better? I don't, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You got a problem with the bitch's family? The bitch wants all of this shit from you. You only talk about what you're gonna do and give her. What are you doing? And as men, we go through this shit all the time because we don't have voices like this coming through the microphones. We didn't have these voices 20 years ago, bro. But what are you doing? You're digging yourself a financial ditch. You're about to catch a financial STD, nigga, and you might not be able to recover from it. Come on, man. Why is he chasing this? Don't chase headaches. Don't chase headaches. Men die earlier than women. Don't chase a fucking headache. This bitch irritates your soul. Don't chase her. Everything's an argument. Don't chase her. She always got an attitude. Don't fucking chase her. She always got an issue. Her issue was this. She needs this fixed. She needs to plan that out. She needs to learn how to. Don't chase that shit, man. This guy's rushing for what?
Can I ask how like stringent this prenup is, like how strict it is? Because when I've heard calls about this before, my question is always, is there a way that this can be more progressive, that maybe over time and over years, some of the restrictions fall off? Like, does that make sense to where it's like the longer we're together and
No. And I say no because the bitch will hang around until she's comfortable with whatever she could get at that moment. If there is okay, 5 years you're only getting this. 10 years you get a little bit more. 15 years you're getting a bitch might say, you know what, fuck it, I'm living a good life for 10 years. I'll dip at 10. No, there should be no, it's none of that. Whenever you leave, bitch, you leave with what the fuck you came with. That way, your goal is to make sure this bitch does her part in this marriage, bro. Because through all of the content that we've gone through, looking back at old philosophers from fucking 1703 and all of this shit, bitches have been behaving the same way. So that means they're not going to change. If they haven't changed since the 1700s, they're not going to change now. Therefore, their blueprint shouldn't be hard to read. Bitches is only out here for safety, security, and the betterment of their fucking offspring. That's what you have to remember. And you gotta know, $12 million, you ain't getting love, nigga. You think she love you? She know you got $12 million? You married for love? Nah, you thought you was married for love. You ain't getting love, Pop. Cause she know you got $12 million. In her head, she calculated you got $6 million because the other 6 is hers.
the more that this feels right, some of this starts to fall off, and now we start to become one. And after a while, it's all gone, and we are one. Is there anything built in like?
No. We are one. No, we're one when we get married, bitch. But that don't mean you get the legal right to fucking financially rape the nigga.
That?
So there's nothing currently built in like that. So other than that, it's pretty basic. So everything we enter into the marriage with is separate property, except she has a small amount of debt, and she's been awesome about eliminating debt, especially the situation she came from. Because I don't want her to carry it all. There's nothing currently built in like that. So other than that, it's pretty basic. So everything we enter into the marriage with is separate property, except she has a small amount of debt, and she's been awesome about eliminating debt, especially the situation she came from. Because I don't want her to carry it all. We would just pay it off. And then everything after the date of the marriage is shared. So
I would just pay it off. So she has debt. And he also said, all right, we don't know how much debt she got, but the bitch supposedly got $50,000, but you got debt. All right, so pay off her debt. And everything from the date of the marriage is theirs. They split. Crazy, right? What? Let me hear that again.
we would just pay it off. And then everything after the date of the marriage is shared. So income that I make or she made, we just share it.
Why he's saying we just share it like it's equal? Bitch got $50,000 in debt. So she probably got a job. She probably makes fucking 70 grand or some shit like that a fucking year, bro. So everything that you guys make, you're gonna share. What the fuck? She gonna cover the taxes on shit? You know, you go to the supermarket, she pays the tax. Or whatever the fuck you do, she gonna cover the tax. That's what she gonna do. He just sounds so fucking happy about this.
Our plan is that she would stop working. She'd be able to be home with all these kids.
Does that
All right. pay her debt, and stop working. Okay. Wow. Wow. Now you know when he says, "Oh, we're gonna share everything from whatever we make. We're gonna share." Why are you saying that, bro? When the plan is for her to stop working? How you gonna share something, whatever money you make, and she stops working? So you going? She's 36, 3 kids, no assets. You got to leave money for her kids, leave money for her, pay her debt, and she doesn't want to work. And she doesn't want to work. Oh, shit. Let's go.
Include interest on the 12 million, like as that grows, or does any growth? Does that include interest on the 12 million
that I make or she made? We just share it. Our plan is that she would stop working. She'd be able to be home with all these kids.
Does that include interest on the 12 million, like as that grows, or does any growth on that 12 million remain yours?
Yeah, so at least as it's currently structured, the growth in that would remain mine. I think we have talked about, it's not in the document, but like if I were to stop working to also help with the kids, which would be an option, like that the income that we drew from that would be considered our income.
I think I would.
And
Yeah,
then-
I'd be wondering about that if I were entering in that marriage. Like, how can we protect what you've already created, but how can I be a player and how that grows from here on out? Like, how?
Greedy fucking bitch. Why bitches are so greedy, bro? Yeah, you could keep it at first, you could keep it, but from here on in, how can I get a piece of what grows from it? Because I'm not working. So, when I leave, I want to have, I want a decent bag when I leave. That's all it is, bro. She got 3 kids. She left the marriage and about to get into another one. Why do you think she's hopping? Because she's fucking broke, bro. Because she's fucking broke and struggling. So she needs a fucking doja to come along and pay her fucking way, her and her fucking little rat pack. That's all it is, bro.
Can I be a part of that? I think I might be wondering about that. That's tough, man.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and then the only other additional part is we're planning to get a house, and I was just going to buy the house. We title it in both of our names. I just consider it community property.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it sounds like you're being very gracious about this, Derek. I think it's such a hard line to be wise in a situation and being, I mean, you don't sound like you're drawing these crazy hard lines and you know what I mean? And you're pushing it like it's, your tone feels very humble and gracious, which I think she probably very much appreciates. So yeah.
So don't forget that she said she got a friend that's going through that right now, right? But so after she stops working, she wants interest. The shorty says she needs to get interest on the money that you made, right? She needs the interest off of that money. She needs a piece of that. And you're going to buy a house, put her name on the fucking title. So when she leaves your ass, she can get the house, or you got to sell it and give her half the money. Nigga, what are you signing up for? What are you signing up for? Is this guy crazy? Oh my God.
I'm trying to think if I were in her position, which you never can fully do for somebody. You know, there's a part of me that, I don't know, I think I would understand you're coming in with 12 million. Yeah. And I understand that's not mine right now, right? Like I don't know.
Did she say right now?
You're coming in with 12 million.
Yeah.
And I understand that's not mine right now, right? Like there's
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Yo, down in the comments, what did this is a 20-minute timestamp. At the 20-minute mark, this bitch said, I understand you're coming in with 12 million and it's not mine's right now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about some broad talking about, yeah, you know, it's not mine's right now? What? This. It's gonna forever be content on this shit, bro. I think niggas is gonna get tired of doing this content. They'll get tired of doing the content before this shit actually runs out, because this is crazy. This is a dude brand new about to step into this shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, this one's hard for me. I see.
Are you an anti prenup?
No, I'm not. I would not go that far. I think it's just it is a very tough way to start out a marriage. Clearly,
yes.
because we're dividing yours versus mine.
Yep.
And everything else in the marriage is out. Is we say we us our. So it is tough. And if you're a person, I'll put myself in the shoes. Me. I've always viewed, when you enter a marriage, it's like this.
Yes.
You don't know who you're going to fall in love with. And that person happens to be loaded. And now suddenly you're like, this picture I had of...
Now, do you see the bullshit? You don't know who you're going to fall in love with. Yes, you do, bitch. You know who you ain't going to fall in love with. You see how they word it? You don't know who you are going to fall in love with. You know who you ain't gonna fall in love with. You ain't gonna fall in love with the UPS worker, the motherfucker that works at Subways, the guy at fucking Target. You're not falling in love with them. You don't even go to places where they can afford to go. When you go out to meet men, you don't go to Joe's Crab Shack or fucking Pete's fucking pub and no shit like that, bitch. You know what you doing. You know what you doing. So don't come over here with that bullshit. Like, you don't know who you're gonna fall in love with, and he just happens to be loaded. He just happens to be loaded, right? Okay.
It being ours is not possible. That's just tough. I'm not saying it's wrong.
What's tough? What are you marrying for? It's not tough. What are you marrying for? What do men... Look at this list. This is the guy's side. This is the bitch's side. You can't read all of it, but you can see the markings. This is her side. This is his side. So who's marrying for love and who's marrying for fucking money? And if you want to marry for money, hey, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a fucking... If you don't do a Jeff Bezos prenup, you got to do... you got to do a domestic partnership, man. You got to start hitting these bitches with the DP. They got to know off the rip, listen, man, I'm not here to get robbed. And if you do the, if you're hard-headed and you do the fucking marriage, man, you better ask for, no more than one argument a month, no less than, no forfeiture of sex, anything, if you don't get sex for more than 3 weeks, consistent 3 weeks, listen, man, that's grounds for divorce. If you don't, you got to put that shit in there. No withholding sex, no sexual activity at least 2 to 3 times a week. You know, if she's on her menstrual, all right, fucking 10 days off, but 20 days out of the month, you should be open to some fucking pussy. You know, like you got to make sure you're happy, dude. You know, make sure that she maintains her attractiveness. You know, all of these things that she doesn't meet are grounds for her fucking for the termination of that contract. That don't mean that you got to. But if she start acting fucking stupid, and you say, "Hey, bitch, you gained 50 fucking pounds. I could have left your ass 50 pounds ago. I could still leave you today." Keep talking that shit. Like, you gotta always maintain one over them, bro. Fidelity clause, shit is null and void. Everything is done. She gotta leave that fucking day. Like you gotta, nah, man. You niggas is just going out like suckers.
It's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I think too, Derek, I think it's too, I think it can feel like the 12 million's off in this corner and we're never going to participate in it. But I think it comes into it's mine.
Yo, she's so full of shit. How's the 12 million off in a corner and she's never gonna participate in it? Bitch, how you not participating in it? You don't even work, right? She ain't working, right? She got her debt paid off, right? She got a free house, right? She got her fucking kids to be taken care of. And she gonna be, what do you mean she's not participating in it, bro? What are you talking about?
If something happens. But up until that point, it's ours. Like, we're sharing assets.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Like, we are living our lives together as one. But for some reason, if something ever happened in a divorce, this part still goes back to me. Does that make sense? I wonder if framing it
That's a good way to frame it, because that actually,
with her, because it can be hers, right? Like, you guys can share in this. It's the only time it's not hers is if you guys legally go through a divorce. Does that make
Now you got it. Because that other shit, yeah, nah. Yeah, exactly. We're sharing this shit, that you with me. So this is the lifestyle you get. As soon as you act stupid or as soon as this shit is over, you don't get that no more. You gotta go get it somewhere else.
sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. And that is how we want to live going
Yeah,
into the marriage.
yeah, and it sounds like
That is
that's
ours.
and that sounds like your attitude because you're going to take some of our money and we're going to buy a house.
Look at this bitch. She don't like that. See the black chick? Look at her face. She don't like that. She don't like that. Look at her facial expression as the white girl is explaining this.
That's a good way to frame it, because that actually,
With her, because it can be hers, right? Like, you guys can share in this. It's the only time it's not hers is if you guys legally go through a divorce. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, she ain't like that. Did you see the dip in her fucking head? And she listened keenly. Look at this bitch.
The only time it's not hers is if you guys legally go through a divorce. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah,
you-
it totally makes sense. And that is how we want to live going
Yeah,
into the marriage.
yeah, and it sounds like
That is
that's
ours.
and that sounds like
You see she's looking over to the bitch? Yeah, you raggedy mutt bitch. Listen, I'm telling you. Becky just started saying some shit. Becky started to be fair. And when she started to be fair, the Keisha over there, she was like, wait a minute. And she did one of those. You saw that? I'm going to watch it one more time.
you guys legally go through a divorce. Does that make sense?
She like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
you-
it totally makes sense. And that is how we want to live going
Yeah,
into the marriage.
yeah, and it sounds like
That is
that's
ours.
and that
Girl,
sounds like
what are
your
you
attitude because you're going to
talking
take some of our money and we're going to buy a house together with this money and use this money for our family. So I think it's such a fine line, Derek. I mean, it's so hard, but I think I would keep and bring in a third party if there's a
Yeah.
great marriage counselor or therapist. Honestly, it's something to think through and even get other opinions because you want to be on the same page with this.
Now, this is the last one. This guy's a dickhead. So this story here, all right, let me lay the field, the field down for you. You got some guy calling in the show, and he says, hey, should I tell my wife that I'm fucking rich. She doesn't know. She's a horrible spender. She has bad financial practices. I'm frugal. I'm a saver. She's a irresponsible spender. Should I tell her that we have millions of dollars? Let's go.
Should I ever disclose to my wife that we are secretly worth millions of dollars?
How long you been married, bro?
5 years.
Are you from another culture? Or did you grow up in America?
Yes. I've been in the United States for 20 years.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in Korea, but I was raised in San Jose.
Okay. All right. When did you go? How old are you? So you're raised by obviously Korean parents that immigrated here.
That is correct.
Okay.
And
Because in Anglo-America, what you just described, as you probably realize, is pretty whacked. Right?
I understand. And yes.
That's
and
why I
I'm
immediately said, is there
I
some
know.
kind of a cultural reason for this? Because it's very unusual.
So the thing is, we are somewhat of a American couple. I work. My wife is a stay-at-home wife because that's just how we chose to. The thing is, I'm the saver and she's the spender. And for me, I have been working very hard, working my job in my business to grow to where we are. And I am not sure whether I should ever disclose our net worth to her because I do not know how she's going to react.
Yeah. Well, she's probably going to react poorly because she's married to a guy who's deceived her.
Now, married to a guy that's deceived her. This guy's acting like this motherfucker got a secret love child somewhere or some shit, bro. This guy, Ramses, I don't know why the fuck he acting like this nigga has a big horrible secret. It's more money, bro. More money is great. I don't understand why he's talking to this guy like this.
Unless she's a doormat.
Wow.
I mean, was
No,
she
she's
raised?
not.
Was she raised in a cultural situation where she's a doormat?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's probably gonna light you up then.
Why are you talking to this nigga like that? Why are you talking to that man like that, yo? Is your wife a doormat? What? Watch your mouth, man.
Don't you think?
To be honest, the thing is, she and I have very different perspectives when it comes to finances. I
got that.
a saver, like I'm a minimalist. She's very much a free spirit.
I know, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that you've been married to her for 5 years and sleeping with her for 5 years, but she didn't know you got any money.
You've been married to her for 5 years and sleeping with her for 5 years, and she doesn't know that you got any money. What does money have to do with sex in a marriage, bro? You're like literally saying she's been giving you pussy and you got money and you haven't told her. What did she go through the marriage for money? It's good that he didn't, because it's good that he didn't tell her that he's worth millions, because if he did, how do you know that the bitch really loves you? You don't know, and you won't know. But he did what we talk about on here. Don't divulge what you really got. Right? Right. Oh, right there. You should not tell a woman exactly how much money or assets you have. So him divulging to her later, hey, listen, you know what, man? Yeah, we got like fucking $20 million. To a woman that is financially irresponsible and free-spirited, what do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna blow the money. Obviously, he can't stop her because he's calling under the show and he's worried about it.
That's deception.
I handle all the finances in the
Honey,
family.
you're
I
not
take care of
listening.
everything.
You keep.
He called this nigga honey. Yo, he called him honey.
I handle all the finances in the family.
Honey, you're
I
not
take care of
listening.
everything.
You keep deflecting every time I bring this at you. You have deceived your wife actively. She's not going to be cool with that.
Hey, George here with a quick interruption.
Yeah, fuck you, George, and your interruption. What the fuck is this guy talking about, bro? Who cares?
Her wife, actively. She's not going to be cool with that. You hear that?
So what's she gonna do? Leave?
Oh!
What's she gonna do? Leave? She gonna leave? She been married to a nigga for 5 years. They don't have any problems. But he says, yo, babe, listen, honestly, we got like $20 million. Oh, how dare you? I'm leaving. She's not gonna do that, dummy. Who does that? This guy don't make no sense, man.
So I understand that she's
He complete and I can tell the Korean guy is ignoring the shit out of him. Every time he says something stupid, this Korean guy just goes right past it.
You hear that?
So I understand that she's going to be somewhat, she is going to be angry. What I'm more troubled about is how she is going to take the news of his finances, and if she's going to spend even
No,
more.
we got that.
All right, that's it. He's worried about how she's gonna take the news and if she's gonna spend. So he doesn't have the balls to tell this bitch, you're not spending shit. I'm telling you that we got $20 million. That's not for you to go and fucking spend $20 million, bitch. I'm just letting you know that we're good. I don't want to keep shit from you. You can't touch it. Now, where the problem arises when he tells this bitch this shit, she's going to calculate whatever amount it is. You know, I don't know what level of millions he says he has, but let's say he's got 20 million, 10 million, 5 million, whatever it is. I wouldn't tell her all of it. I'd tell her about fucking maybe 15%. So, listen, if you got $20 million, bro, bro, babe, we got 5 million. Open up a separate account with your name on it and you show her the account. See, $5 million. And this way you could keep the 15 over here and you could see how this bitch hounds you, sneaks or steals or siphons money out of this account. You can see how she acts with that 5 mil. You still got your 15 over here secured. She don't know about that. But now you get to see how she's gonna, and if she runs through it and blows it, now you know not to tell her about the other 15. But this fucking guy, it's like you tell her now how much you got, you're gonna ruin your marriage.
You're scared to death. Hold on.
You're scared she's going to go spend all your money, Bubba. I got that.
I have a
Which is the
question.
reason you lied to her in the first place. I got that.
Did you have any money when you married her? Did you bring family money into the marriage?
No.
Okay, so I heard you say you've worked really hard over the last 5 years in your business. So you're self-employed, is that right?
I have a full-time job and I have a business on the side.
Okay, what's making you? How much? Here's my question: how much has your income increased from day one of the marriage to today? How much has it increased?
Sevenfold.
Sevenfold. So you're making what now?
$750,000.
And
All right, so he was making 100,000 before. He says sevenfold, so now he's making 750. God damn, a year? Nice.
so she's noticed that you've gotten more money, correct? She's not
No,
living like a
he
miser.
doesn't exhibit any signs of it. It all goes into savings.
Well, I don't know. What was your answer?
My
Then-
answer to...
Does she know that you're making more money?
No.
No,
Not at
I
all.
handle all the finances.
So she has a
No.
stipend.
She has allowance, and I give her all the money
That's what I
for
thought.
the
Okay.
household budget.
All right. I just wanted to get.
She got what?
She has allowance, and I give her all the money
That's what I
for
thought.
the
Okay.
household budget.
All right. I just.
She has an allowance, and I give her all the money for a budget.
Just wanted to get to the bottom of that, make sure that I absolutely understood that.
All right, Damon, here's the thing, okay? I value a quality marriage and relationship going into my old age because we've now been married almost 43 years. I value that more than money. You don't.
All right, here's the problem with that. 43-year marriage. The woman you married 43 years ago ain't the woman that this nigga married 5 years ago. There's a big difference between those two fucking broads. Okay? That's one. The woman that he married 5 years ago, like he said, the bitch is irresponsible, is financially irresponsible. She's like a free spirit. She don't give a fuck because she was a spoiled little brat. Probably grew up in a home. Daddy took care of her, and then daddy handed her off to another man to take care of her for the rest of her fucking life until she fucking goes or he goes, whichever comes first. So that's what a woman's life is. They act like they got it so fucking bad, but the way it is set up in this country is the dad, if it goes the way it's supposed to go, the dad takes care of the fucking daughter. She grows up and then he gives her to another fucking asshole who's going to take care of her until one of them die first. That's how it goes. The bitch doesn't have to do hard labor. She doesn't have to do anything but lady shit and enjoy raising her fucking kids. Because bitches always act like, you know, I raised his children. Like you didn't want to raise your children. Are those your children too? Bitches always act like, you know, when it comes to shit like this, they act like the kids are yours and they had to do hard labor and do all of this shit and feed and clothe and get up and wash and all this shit for the fucking kid. Bitch, those is your kids too. But when it comes to shit like this, they love to put that off. Like, you know, I raised his kids. No, you raised your kids, bitch. You want a cookie for raising your own fucking kids? You gotta be kidding me here. Yeah, but these two women are completely different. He got the old download. He got the old fucking download. You know, shit got to change, bro. That shit, that download, that shit don't fucking work today, bro. That don't work today. You will get ran through by multiple women if you keep marrying bitches and you act like this dude here.
So I'm having trouble connecting with you on this. I can't imagine a world where I would deceive my wife actively about any major thing for 5 years. About anything, not even a major thing. I don't deceive her about anything. Except if she asks if these jeans make her look fat, I might lie then. But
well,
although she's not fat, so there's okay. So that's an easy play. But right,
yeah, that's not
but,
lying.
But
With wisdom.
I'm not lying about $750,000 worth of income and millions of dollars worth of net worth that she doesn't know about. I do quite the contrary because she can't grasp where we live today. But she's the saver. So to your point, Damon, how do you do this? I'm not sure I know how to answer your question. I will tell you this. I'm just the older guy sitting over here going, okay, you brought some culture into this where the guy's in charge and the lady doesn't have any say or any vote, especially if she's the spender. And so all of...
Oh!
He just put a whole scenario on that man that obviously ain't true. Because this nigga scared to tell a bitch. Because he don't have the balls to tell her no. So all of this, oh, you know, the woman has no say, especially if she's a say. What the fuck are you talking about? This nigga scared to tell her because she runs the shit. So what are you talking about? She runs that shit. What the fuck is he talking about? That whole spew was ass backwards.
The lady doesn't have any say or any vote, especially...
He's scared to tell her because he's afraid of what she's going to fucking do once she find out that they got millions. So that doesn't even fucking, that doesn't make any sense.
Especially if she's the spender. And so all of that combined with your nerd-like paranoia has led you to this deception.
This nigga is disrespectful, bro. He keep disrespecting this man. He called his wife. He said, "Yeah, what is she? What is she? Is she a doormat? Oh, you're fucking nerdy. You're a fucking nerd. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
And so I'm giving you a little bit of grace here, but I'm telling you, this is not going to end well.
A little bit of grace.
The longer you put this off, the worse this is going to get. And there's two things here that you can't put off anymore. I think. You called and asked, so son, you're always going to get an answer here because we love you and we want you to win. Bullshit. So thing number one that's not going to last and go well is your disrespect of your wife. So she...
Disrespect? The only disrespect of his wife was what you said. Asking him, is she a doormat? That's the only disrespect that took place on this fucking platform. From you. He disrespected his wife because he ain't tell him that they're millionaires. That bitch ain't going nowhere. She gonna be happy as shit. She gonna want to move. She gonna want a vacation home. She's going to want to get those 5 Chanel bags she's been looking at. She's going to want a new fucking car. She's going to want everything, bro. Because all she heard was millions. This bitch is she gonna think she's Kamora Lee Simmons, nigga. This guy, like, who is this guy? Yo, I need to have a call-in show, man. I need to have a call-in show. I gotta have a call-in show, man. When people call and ask me questions about their fucking marriage, bro. Cause this shit ain't it. This is the old download. You need the 2025 brutal review of your marriage download, nigga. Cause this guy will have you making mistakes.
And you need to talk about her spending, and you all get on the same page. You probably need to lighten up about 25 notches, and she probably needs to tighten up about 5 notches. And the two...
Yeah, that's ass backwards. She need to tighten up 25. He can loosen up 5. Give, like, dude, you got to do what I say. Give her, show her the shit, 5 mil. Or say you got 3 mil. Show her, no, you make $750,000 a year, so he said that we're millionaires. You know, whatever it is, nigga, just listen, keep 75% of that shit out of the equation, bro. Dead ass. Keep 75% of that shit out the equation. Because she's gonna fuck it up. You just said she's an irresponsible, she's financially irresponsible. You just said that. You said she's going to spend everything. Do you think that's going to stop when she finds out that y'all got millions? No, she's going to fuck it up. Don't listen to this motherfucker here.
Will you get on grown-up pages on how we are going to live our life, or you're not going to be able to go forward because you don't respect her. You think she's a child, and you're treating her as such. And that is the second point, is your marriage is not going to end well.
She is a fucking child. What are you talking about?
Or life, or you're not going to be able to go forward because you don't respect her. You think she's a child, and you're...
Nigga, she is a child. She is a child. She stays home. He takes care of everything. She doesn't do it. She's not a functioning adult. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have any fucking responsibilities. She's a grown ass fucking teenager under this nigga's watch. They could just have sex. She is a fucking child. She's horrible with money. Fucking child.
treating her as such. And that is the second point, is your marriage is not going to end well. It's not going to last.
So you want this guy, to tell the irresponsible spender that they have millions of dollars and give her access to it. That's your advice. What?
Because this stuff blows up. And the longer you wait and the bigger these numbers are, the bigger the explosion is going to be. So deal with the relational breakdown between you and her on you not communicating clearly with her, and that it terrifies me that you spend out of control. It terrifies me that you think you're in Congress. It terrifies me. We've got to get on the same page, honey. We've got to get on the same page.
This motherfucker said it terrifies me that you think you're in Congress.
And you've got to get to the point that you respect her competency as an adult. And
why? Did you not listen to his issue? His issue is she's not competent as an adult, bro. That's the whole issue. That's the whole issue. That's why he called in your show. She's not responsible as an adult, bro. So give the irresponsible adult, the financially irresponsible adult, access to all the money.
then, and also, sooner rather than later, you've got to stop this deception, because those two things are going to end your marriage.
Yeah, I agree with everything Dave said, Damon. Here's what I would do if I were you.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, Damon.
I would say to my wife, I have a massive fear problem. And because I have a fear problem, I'm a control freak.
I'm a control freak.
I would agree with everything he says, Damon. Everything he says, I agree with Damon.
And don't make this about her. Don't make this at all about her spending,
Agreed.
because you have actually given her an allowance. And based on what you've told Dave and I, she's been fairly compliant. So this is a pretty good lady. She may.
Fairly compliant. You've given her an allowance and she's been fairly compliant. She has no choice. Does she? If I give you your allowance, once it's gone, it's gone. What do you mean? She's been fairly compliant. How could she not be compliant, bro? She thinks that that's all that there was. What are you talking? What are these guys? Who are these? Look at this. Let me see this shit, bro. Who are these motherfuckers here, bro? Who are these guys here? This motherfucker got 4 million subscribers, bro. 4 million subscribers. Wow, you gotta be fucking kidding me here.
May spend her allowance in a frivolous way, but my goodness, bro, she ain't a spender.
All $4.
Yes. She may spend her allowance in a frivolous way, but my goodness, bro, she ain't a spender.
All $4.
Yeah.
What do you mean she ain't a spender? How do you know she ain't a spender? You don't know her. He knows her. He's been married to her for 5 years. Every day. Every day.
So we know you've got her locked down tighter than a drum. So I would lead with, I'm afraid. I'm a control freak.
Nigga said I'm a control freak.
Because I'm afraid. I'm going to go sit with a therapist, and I'm going to dig at the bottom of this, but I've got to confess this. This is on me, not on you. And what I'd like to do is apologize, 1. 2, I'm going to go get healthy. 3, in the midst of all of that, we are going to do a budget together, and I'm going to bring you into everything. And for
I'm going to bring you into everything. The irrational spender. I'm going to bring the irrational spender into everything.
heaven's sakes, I'd start with giving her a bigger allowance, man.
No, I need to start.
No?
No. You just need to talk about this.
No, I know. I said third step is after they budget.
As a part of the budget.
That's what I mean.
They both need to spend their money. Nobody that's a spouse gets an allowance.
Well,
They're not
that's
children.
fair. I didn't.
So this guy he's saying no allowance. He's saying they both need to spend their money. She's an adult. She doesn't get an allowance. Yo, they're gonna ruin you with this advice. They're gonna ruin you. They're gonna ruin you, bro. Fuck the allowance. Let her know how much you got and just give her a card. Just give her a card. The irrational spender who doesn't care what you say, that you watched yourself with your own 2 eyes, you watched her spend that shit, so you decided to put her on an allowance because she overspends. Come on, dog. If the bitch didn't overspend, he wouldn't have put her on an allowance. She would have been had a card. All right, babe, yo, you already know, you know what I'm saying? If you need something, you know, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We don't got to keep a ledger, but just let me know, you know what I'm saying? So I know what's up. If she was a rational spender and cared about how hard he works for his money, she would have been knew that they had millions, and she would have had access to it. But he leaves a card, he comes back, oh, the shit's maxed out. He leaves cash, he comes back, oh, the shit's gone. Hey, what you doing? Oh, I saw this. Oh, I saw that, and I just had to buy it. And you know, my mom's birthday is coming. Like, no, bitch. But their advice is to tell her you got millions and give her access to all of it. No allowance. Your allowance is the whole 20 million or whatever the fuck it is. No.
That's right. Let me correct that because I'm not saying in that context, but she's got spending money, whatever that is, and in that budget, you need to loosen the reins some as she begins to build back trust because you are going to violate her trust when you tell her this.
What? Brad, Where my Brads at? Where my Brads at in the comments, man? Where my Brads at in the comments? Where my white bros at? Where the white bros? Tell me this ain't it. Just tell me this ain't how y'all run this shit, bro. I know y'all don't run this shit like that, especially if you over here. I know you don't run it like that. This shit is nuts. Because you violated her. Motherfucker, he got money. He don't got a baby out of wedlock on the side. He don't got family back in Korea that he ain't tell her about. Nigga, he got some millions. What the fuck?
That's just my point. So you're going to have to meet her in the middle, however you do that. That's fair. I don't mean an actual allowance, but...
So, Damon, Ken and I are saying you're the problem, not her. That's what we're saying.
Wow.
And you need to go work on you, buddy. This is a weird thing you've done, and you need to own that. Damon, Ken and I...
Nigga said, this is a weird thing you've done, and you need to own that. Who the fuck is Damon? Damon from San Jose. Let me see if I can find this motherfucker in the comments, man. Give this nigga some real advice. So, what do you guys think about this shit? Drop down in the comments. Drop down. I had to redo the video. I had one comment from the big homie, but comment again. I had to redo the video. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, this person says it could be worse. And him say, I've been running up $1 million in debt. I would love to surprise my wife with, guess what? We're rich. Yeah, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bro, I ain't gonna find Damon. Damon ain't in there. But yo, let me know what you guys think about this, man. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.